Hello everyone, it's Julie again, and welcome back to my channel at Craft So Cute. Hey, this is going to be episode 2, or is episode 2, of what we started in my last video about using paper bags to make a journal. And now for the decorating. Well, I got a jump start on it last night because there was lots of ants in my pants and all these ideas are running through my head and I couldn't leave it alone, so I just kind of jumped right in and started to decorate this journal. So I have another idea that jumped into my head, so I want to do that. But before we do, let me just show you one thing, and then I have not covered the interior of this journal. Okay, and let's see. Now let me show you this beautiful paper pack. This originally is, as you see, this ticket, or the price, it says $19.99. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Has 180 sheets. It's not double-sided, but it's pretty strong. Let's see, what's the poundage on here? Does it say? Oh, it does not say what the pound is on this paper. It is acid free. It's got 60 designs of 3 each, 12 by 12, 180 sheets, and it is 30.48 centimeters by 30.48 centimeters, of course. And this is called Tattered and Worn, and I love this paper. When I purchased this at Hobby Lobby, I actually got this paper pad for $10 because there was 50% off. And it wasn't on clearance, it was just one of their awesome sales here in the United States. Our craft store is called Hobby Lobby. And then we have Michael's and things like that, but I generally go to Hobby Lobby because they have lots of fantastic things in there. And I used, if you see, this paper and this paper, which is in this paper pad. And as you can see, there is a little example of what each paper looks like, if you can see that. Oh, my paper's falling out of this pad. You see all the colors? All the patterns? Yes. So there's 60 patterns. Hang on, I gotta pick up some paper that I just lost. Okay. So I went through this book, or paper pad, Tattered and Torn. If you guys are interested in, if you have a Hobby Lobby to go to, Tattered and Torn. And this is the paper that I pulled out and started using. I was going to wait to start decorating this with this video, but like I said, ants got in my pants and made me antsy and jumpy, and I couldn't sit still. So let me move this out, because this is what I've pulled out so far. Okay, let me set that aside over here. And then here are some like extra clippings. Well, this one doesn't belong in there, but a lot of these little scrap pieces. Look at how much scrap I have not gone through. If you want to see, look at this. I have not gone through this paper pad, but I am determined to start using this up. While I have them in these plastic containers, square containers made for paper pads, it's like, for me, they're just on my shelf collecting dust. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to start using these. I'm going to start emptying these out. And it wasn't like I was hoarding it. It's just that, you know, later, you know, as I'm selling my journals and stuff, I make some money and I go splurging. So, yeah. Even while it's a splurge $19.99, I got it half off for $10. So, you know, it's a great deal. And look at these. It's got these beautiful greens and blues. Oh, gorgeous, right? Oh my gosh, I love blues. These are my favorite colors. Okay, so I want to set this aside because I want to show you what we're going to do, what I'm going to finish up. Setting that aside. So I have, let me get this over here so this doesn't go falling off. I have, let me put a different piece of paper underneath it just so that you can see this journal. Let's get this, and this one is from a different paper pad. Okay, here is our journal that we made yesterday in the previous video, and then for me it opens up and we got all these pockets, right? Oh, I didn't put all those pockets back in. I have not attached these yet because we've got to decorate them before we start gluing them all together. But generally, this is the idea. You know, the journal looks like this, right? And it goes in. See, it's got a nice little spine here. Okay, so the journal is like this. Orientated for this panoramic view, not a portrait, but panoramic. Is that what? Or landscape. Actually, this is a landscape. This is more like a portrait view, but the journal can be used either or, right? So I was thinking, okay, so I chose, let's see, let me show you that paper. Where you be? Where you be? Okay, I can do this. So this is the full sheet that came out of that paper pad. I used that, and I used this beautiful polka dot. It's very, you know, tattered and worn. It's got that beautiful tattered and worn look, see? You know? And then here's this one. I just felt like doing something pink, you know? Okay. And then I pulled this one out from another paper pad, which I'll show you later, but not today. And what I did, I took these and I distressed it like this. Okay, I just crinkled it up while I was sitting there watching television with my husband, and I straightened it out. See, it's pretty substantial. It's pretty, look at that. If it was thin, it would not, this is thicker than your copy paper. Okay, and so I just flattened it out and I covered this journal. So my orientation is like this. So when you open this up, I covered it with a polka dot interior in the interior. And then when you open this up, remember that all of this will be attached. And then you have, which will end up decorating this. We'll do something like put a beautiful collage or something in here. I'm not sure yet. And then you open it up, and I have not covered the inside, right? And then here are our pages. So my orientation is working on a journal. If I own this journal, I'll be at my desk, you know, and opening it up and, you know, writing on it and journal. Or, you know, you could be, if you're working on this one page, you can turn it into the portrait position, okay, and work on your journal like this. So what I want to do is, like, I'm going to take this out, all this journal piece out right here, and set this aside because I want to, okay, I'm trying to put it in a safe spot so it doesn't blow away because I've got my overhead fan on. Okay, so I have not decorated the interior, which I want to do. Now, I was thinking, get this, I was thinking about using this right here, and I think I already crumbled one up. So here's the other one, and I wrinkled it. This is a, you know, tattered and worn So that's the kind of look I'm going for on this, is a tattered and worn look. If you could see, it's all wrinkly and crinkly. It's beautiful, right? So when I open this up, I'm thinking about using this to cover the interior, but I'm not sure if I like that. I don't know if it quite goes. I think it does, because I'm trying to look at the color, trying to match up these browns, and this is sort of like a green, but I guess that kind of works, right? I think. I'm not quite sure. Or I was thinking about pulling it out, pulling it out. Oh, where's it at? I just had it. I don't know if I want to do something like this. Something like that in the interior. See that? And if I close this up, would that be a good interior? I think so. But this is more like a, I don't know, what type of, looks like, it would help to get my glasses on. Looks like it sort of has like an Asian, well, maybe not, French. I'm looking at the dresses here. But she looks oriental. I mean, the way her eyes, the way she looks. Well, the reason why I was thinking that, I'm wanting to go towards, I'm leaning towards, see, here's what that would look like. I think that one would look better. I think this color is more towards this color. So I was thinking about putting this in the interior. Now, because this is what I was thinking, look. I'm not finished with her yet. But here's my oriental. She's going to have some black hair. But I was thinking about making she's going to end up becoming like a, I'll put an elastic band as a belly band to put her here, you know, just as a decorative piece, you know, maybe even not so necessarily a closure, but I'm going to attach an elastic band to where to wrap around the whole journal, and that's what she is. So I think that goes pretty well, right? I do want to make it into this sort of Asian feel. So this is where I'm heading. This is going to be a beautiful Asian sort of shabby chic. I don't know, would you call this shabby chic? It's the first time ever doing something close to like shabby chic, but let me see. So I think I'm going to go for this. So this came out of that paper pad, and as you can see, it comes with 3 full sheets of this. So I have plenty to work on this journal, and I have plenty of this paper, and I've already got some distressed, you know, because I've had to tatter some of these pages out, and so I think excuse me, I think all of this will work. Let me just grab all this so it's out of my way, out of our workspace. So I think I'll incorporate some of this in there. I'm not sure. Okay. But I will add, okay, here are the torn pieces. okay, that I had to use, that I used for this. So we're going to be, all these scraps are going to be going into this journal. Okay, what I'm using, all the paper bags, the everything, and then here's that beautiful color of, from the kimono. I used the combination of this and some of my scrappy bits to make her kimono. So I made her kimono. And I'm going to move this right now because we're going to cover this journal. Wait. So put that right here. Hopefully that won't blow away. So yeah, she's going to have some black hair, and then we'll put a face on her. Now, if you guys would like me to show you how to make her, you don't have to use this same material, but I'll give you the measurements, and then we can walk through it and make one of these. But it won't be in today's video, because what I want to get to is getting this cover going. So I'm setting her aside. Okay. I wanted to show you one more thing about her kimono. Now, normally you would glue this down, but I was thinking about, if you fold this back, I may put a folding feature right here, and then putting like some secret note. This can be a tuck spot. So we don't know yet, or I'm gonna put an eyelet here and then dangle a fan that we'll make for her. So I'll set her aside. So let's get this covered, because I want to show you something that caused the ants in the pants not to settle. Yeah, this was crazy. That's why I got started early in decorating. Hobby Lobby, go get the paper if that's what you want to use. There's tons of beautiful designs. You don't have to use this color, but this is the color scheme that I'm making. And so I am going to, do I want to distress that? Do I want to keep it flat? If I distress this, I'm going to have to end up, let me see. Let me see something here. Might have to, because it doesn't fully cover this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna pause this video so this is not a long video, and I'm gonna distress it, and I'll come right back. Okay, thought I might want to just show you. So I'll just kind of crinkle up the paper. There's this other stuff I just can't find it right now in my craft room, but it's glycerin, and you mix equal parts of glycerin and water. You just lightly spray on here, and it becomes more pliable without tearing your paper. But I'm just being very, very careful. I should have probably, we'll revisit this, and I'll show you how to use the glycerin and the water to crinkle up your paper, because it does end up giving it a beautiful texture too. Okay, so here's this, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I've crinkled and wrinkled my paper, and I'm not going to cover this flat, because remember, we were going to put, and I don't know where I've set it, but in the last video, I'm going to put like a mailer right here. It's a window mailer, and it's going to be right in here, so we can tuck something in here. Okay, so that's why I'm only going to cover these two right now. So I'll go ahead and do that. Here's the Fabri-Tac glue that I had spoken of in my previous video about certain adhesives, like for a beginner that doesn't have a lot of funds to start purchasing some things, you know, to do their crafts. Let's see if you can see this. I got this little corner right here. So what I'm going to do is find that tiny, whoop, see this tiny little piece? Let's just fix that thing, right? See? And then I got this Fabri-Tac glue. We'll just put that down. And we'll fix that little minor detail, right? Was it about there? Let's see. Oh, before that Fabri-Tac gets fixed, let's just move that right here. And I think that'll cover that little, there we go. I covered that, didn't that? Yep. Okay. So let's just get this down. Okay. I've seen other people use glue stick, but I have not had success with the glue stick and it staying down. And I don't know if it's because I'm not applying a lot of the glue. I've used the Gorilla Glue stick. I purchased the Oohoo, and still it just comes up. I don't know why it doesn't work for me. I don't know if I've got to be heavier handed on that glue stick and paste up but it does tend to warp, you know. So I guess I don't know, I use it when I'm laying down the glue stick, when I'm laying down tissue, because that adheres to it pretty good. I have started using a medium, a Liquitex medium, and that really works, you know, because I've used Collage Podge and Mod Podge, and I don't like the texture, but I like the mediums, the Liquitex mediums. Let me show you real quick. I've been using this matte fluid medium, and it works really good, like glue. Okay, so I'm gonna stretch that out. Did I not put enough glue right there? Nope. The only thing I don't care for is using this Fabri-Tac. Is this the Fabri-Tac one? Or yeah, it's Fabri-Tac. If you get it on your paper, it dries clear, but you could still see it. It's shiny. With the matte medium, it just disappears. It doesn't leave that shiny, the Liquitex medium. But because this is crinkly, and I think that by crinkling the paper, somehow it's made the fibers in the paper feel a little, you know, thicker. I'm going to glue this side. And the reason why I ran this off to this edge here is so, hang on, get that inside, that the spine here is a little more substantial. It allows for more wear and tear. Usually I may end up putting a thin piece of fabric in here just to make sure that it has a long life on the spine. Yikes. Stuff is sticky. Oh, I was going to use this thing because I don't want that all over my ruler, which I did get some on my ruler. There we go. It's just an old mailer card advertisement, you know. So I'm just using, I don't know where I saw this from, what channel, but that was an ingenious idea to use these like old credit cards and things like that. Okay, so let's get this one down now. Make sure that the orientation is correct. Yep, everything is facing up. Okay. So we'll put that down like that. Okay, let me get my spine now. Let's see where that. Make sure that I have enough glue. Yeah, with the overhead fan going on, I've got to work really fast in getting this down because it likes to dry it up really fast. See, I don't know why my Fabri-Tac, this is a new bottle that I opened, and it looks like it's, I think because my craft room stays cold, and so it's wanting to gum up. Yeah, if that's okay. Get this going here and here. Where's that piece of paper that I have? That cardboard. Ugh. Get this old cardboard down. Oh, gotta hurry up and work fast with this. See, ugh, all that extra runoff. Even while I crinkle this, okay, oh goodness, it's okay to flatten it out, even using a bone folder. This is my new bone folder now. It's actually a score thingy, but I've lost my good one. Okay. Yeah, lost two of them. Don't know where they're at. And, you know, it's not like I've taken them out of this room because I know I haven't. I've been using it in this craft room and I can't find it. You know, I know that my husband comes in here and borrows things. Now, he could have and just forgotten to return it, you know. It's so cute when I met his mother for the first time. He was saying, now, if David has things that are missing, if he uses things and it's missing and he wants to know where it's at, you tell him, oh, it's where you last left it. Because I guess, apparently, he's been like that since as a little boy, losing things, misplacing things. And his mom would always tell him, now, David, it's exactly where you left it. You know? So when I do that now, he asked me, hon, have you seen this? I said, you know, it's exactly where you left it. And he was, oh, yeah. Because his mom's one that told me about that. Okay, let's see. I want to cut that off. I don't want it too bulky right there in the spine. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I want to glue that part down. Let me just fold that up. I love that tattered look though. I'm just going to glue it down because I love it so much. Let me see if this glitter glue was going to be okay since it's paper to paper. And this thing acts like cement. Because once you put it down, it's not coming up. If you try to rip it off, this thing is gonna rip off all the paper that you put down. There we go. Because I just love that torn and tattered look right now. That's the look I'm going for. Torn and tattered. Tattered and worn look. There we go. See how pretty that looks? And then that window is going to come in here. We're going to put that window. But I need to glue this piece down. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. And I wanted to show you on these, it's got these little torn little bits and pieces, but I like that, you know, because then you can just come in and just kind of like grunge that up a little bit, you know, take off some of that white. So that's what I'll do with these little edges. And then as you can see, got these little tattered overhang, and I'll just trim that up, you know, we can just trim all of that up. Slowly get that bend going back in here. Okay. Alright. And then all of these little white edges, you know, like I was saying, get your distress ink out and just kind of like take out that white. And I want to leave it this tattered look. I'm trying not to straighten out all these little bits. See how that has come up right here? I want to leave that. See that? Can you see how that has that tortured inside? I'm just going to leave it. I like it. It's like it's aged and it's aging nicely, so I'm just going to take care of this part right now, so don't forget to do that. So what do you guys think so far? Now you can decorate your own in the aesthetic that you like. You know, I'm going with a shabby chic, maybe oriental look, because I'm going to incorporate, I'll show you a piece of that paper, and it's by Medieval Mirage. If I can get a hold of it. Yikes. And not lose all my paper like I'm doing now because of my fan. There we go. And then use some of Artie Maze's digital paper in it. Pockets and things like that. And see how beautiful this will look. Let me show you. Let's go like this. Look at how beautiful that paper will go together with that. Okay. See how beautiful? Pretty, huh? So that window that we had, let me see, right here. This window, I'm thinking when we put that here, let me fix this. Let me get this window in here. So I'm going to have to do some covering. I'm not sure what I'm going to use there. But we can use this and make a tag to go in here. And the window and you'll be able to see it through this window. So that I'm going to have to cover because this is a bit too short. Yeah, I should have probably lengthened that there. Is what I should have done, and then I would have put, I could always add just a piece here, you know, like this here. I can add this right here, just a sliver, you know. Yep, just like that. And it'll close up this window, and it'll be here. So we'll be doing that, but not today because I want to finish up the idea that I wanted to show you. Let me get some of this out of the way. So here's the next thing that I want to do. As you can see, what's on my desk. Oh, where to go, where to go. That and the eyelets. Okay. Make sure that I got all this going here. Okay, I can do that later. Oh, let me get some of this on the spine. So I need to add a little bit more glue right here. But I am I don't know yet. I'm not sure yet. Something popped into my head, but I'm not going to say it unless we actually do it. Okay, but my thing is, okay, let's do it like this. Right here is 7 inches. Let me make sure. Nope, it's 8 inches. So, 8 inches. And I want my tie to end up here or just above this right here. If it's 8 inches, what's going on with this? There we go. That looked a little wonky to me, right? Alright, what's going on with my... Oh, okay, that's why. I just need to glue that down. I am going to take some of this... No. My muslin. Where's my muslin? Oh. Did I not? Where did my... Oh, I know where it is. Did my muslin go? Oh. Okay, let's just take out a little scrap here, or a little thing here. I know I have some smaller scrap pieces, maybe not. Whoop! There's one right there. I don't know if that's going to work though. No. Okay. Let's get this out of the way now. So, I'm thinking on let's get you tucked back in. Thinking on doing this. Let me just cut that right now. Okay. So it's going to go on this spine, not on this part. Like this. And then I have to cut, let's see, just let's make sure. It's going to go like this and like this. So I have this spine, this thing right here. I'm going to have I don't know. What do you think, you guys? It's going to be reinforced with this fabric. OMG. See, this is what I had in my brain. I was going to mention it until I thought, you know, I better. But this is going to go in here. When I'm looking at it on the television, on my monitor, my screen, it doesn't look quite that great, huh? No. Okay, so I think I'm going to go back to my first thought. Let's see how that's going to work. Okay. Okay, this is bothering me. Hang on just a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I just had to clean that edge off. So what I want to do... Okay, that can't be in the way. This is 8 inches. So I need to determine where my eyelets are going to go. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The tie is going to come right here above this. I go 1.5, 1.5. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Hold on while I have a brain malfunction. I'll be right back. So sorry. Okay, I've worked it out, and this is going to be one of those moments of truth to see if my idea is actually going to work on this. If it doesn't, then I'll figure something out. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so here it comes. I'm going to use the 3/16 eyelet, or the hole punch. Should I zoom you guys in for this? Okay. So I'm going to come in here. I don't know if I want to put it in that far. Hang on, let me take a scrap piece of paper real quick and test the distance out. I may need to shorten it up. Okay, let's just take my scrappy paper here. And then let me, yeah. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Because I worked out where I want my placements of the holes. So it's going to go, line up that hole and then go straight back. Oh boy. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. So I can't, there's no turning back. No turning back. And then I'm going to see. Here, do you like my new pokey tool? Yes, my new pokey tool, because my husband says he's never borrowed it. So, oh, okay. It's probably not a good idea to bang your tool on the table, right? Because it might break. All right, pokey tool, my new pokey tool. I'm just gonna have my husband order one because he has lost it. Where's that marker? Oh, there's my marker. And there we go. Okay. I'll take that out. Let me just show you so we can get through this video. Of my seam binding, I'm going to end up coloring this seam binding. Yeah. I'm hoping I cut off enough. That's my seam binding. I finally splurged like months ago and I kind of misplaced it and I found it. So I'm going to end up dyeing this with some distress ink because I have some other colors in those little mini distress inks that come in like 4 or 5, you know, those little. Okay, so now that's what that looks like. Okay, now let's set this with the eyelet setter. Okay, and then that's why this big huge thing, the crocodile, is going to come in to set my eyelets. Okay, so let's see. Let me see something. Is it this way? Let me get that. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and put my eyelets in right here. What I had to do when I went off camera is to remember how to, I keep forgetting how you, which way, if you put the top under on the bottom to, you know, to press the eyelets in, but it goes in like this because of this thing right here. The flat part goes down up against this thing. So it goes in like this, and I'm going to set the eyelets. Yeah, okay, come back in, line this up, set the eyelet. And so see, it's setting the eyelet, but I don't know, I just, this set of eyelets seems a lot thicker than the ones that I've used before, and it just doesn't flatten out like it should. Sometimes it does. You know how it flowers out? When it's set, it flowers out. It spreads out like a flower. And this sometimes doesn't do that. As you can see that? So sometimes I take a hammer and just kind of beat it down, you know, something heavy, like my crocodile. Okay, let me turn this around and get this one set. Yeah, that one went down kind of flat. Okay. Where is it? Yeah. Ay. Yikes. Okay, now. The reason why I did that is so that, let's move this aside, like right here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can. Hang on, you probably don't want to hear that. Okay, I went off because I'm sure you didn't want to hear that banging noise. Oh, that's our alarm. So sorry for that noise. But I must keep it on because, you know, that's our alarm that we have, our alarm system on the property. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this. I'm going to take this seam binding and I'm going to cut it in half now. I got glue all over my fingers. Okay, let's see. Okay, I need to straighten this out. So I'm straightening it out so I can cut this in half. Oh, come on. Okay, and then what I do is I take some tape, you know, because I have to make some sort of like shoestring type of thing, so I can feed it through the eyelets, because it's not easy to do it any other way. Let me get that. So this is just the easy way I figured, you know, of stringing up my ribbon through eyelets. Just creating, like, you know, at the end of the tips of the shoestrings, right? It's got that little plastic thing, right? So you can lace up your shoes. Well, that's what I'm making right here. If you guys have any other suggestions on how to do this, then please share it with me. Trying to do this really quick here. You know, I'm just not going to meet my goals, am I? I'm trying to make 30-minute videos, but my goodness, what is it with me that I cannot do that? It's just, okay, so now what I want to do is go like this. String them both through like this. Is that what I want to do? So if I go in up and the other way, and then I'm going to crisscross, and it's going to go underneath. Okay, let me do this over. I may not have made enough holes, but we'll see how this is going to work. Right. Hey, it was planned in my head. Is it going to come out the way I want it? I don't know. That's my baby boy Max, our German Shepherd, protecting his home and his loved one, which is me for a moment. Daddy's at work. Oh my gosh, is he spoiled. Daddy just spoils him. That's okay, he's such a good boy. He's a purebred German Shepherd. And I told my husband that we need to get him advertised so he can stud him. Looks like I may need to add another eyelet here. Okay, let's see. Let me see where that is at. That's 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. And then we get one right here. I'm gonna have to put on another eyelet, and I'll show it. I'll tell you why. Yeah, in my head before I did this, I knew I needed 5 eyelet holes. So let me go ahead and mark this is how I did this. And this, I'm going to need one right here. Okay. Alright, make sure I got things where I need it to be. Okay. Get 2 more eyelets. Oop. Wrong place to get the eyelet. Oh, bear with me, you guys. Bear with me. Oh. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go this way. Yikes. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. Alright. Okay, hang on, I'm going to bang it. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, finish stringing this through. Main frame. Because I know I guys got you. Okay. Should have made that straw a lot longer. I can adjust that right now. I think. You know, nope, I'm going to take that back. Taking it back. I want these the same length. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. Now let's get the other one done. So we can call this thing a close. No, it doesn't look so pretty underneath. I was expecting... Get this in there. Come on. The reason why I had to bang the eyelets on the opposite side is because we don't want the Sharpie part of it to tear our ribbon, right? Okay, so now I want to go like this. This. Oh, something feel like it bit me just now. I was chasing after a mosquito today because we got a little bit of warm weather here in Georgia today. And when it warms up slightly, the mosquitoes come out. And I hate the fact that, you know, I love spring and I love summer. But not here in Georgia. Unless I'm at the river, like up in Gatlinburg. You know, we used to go river rafting, but I can't do that now because physically, it's impossible for me to get in the raft because I usually steer the front and my husband steers the back. Let's straighten this out. Come on now. What's going on here? I'm trying to straighten out my ribbon. Okay, well, no, that didn't work either. Okay. What's going on here? I got it twisted the wrong way. There we go. And now I'm going to pull these right here, these strings right here, because I'm going to feed it through here. Oh, come on. Come out. Come out. Hi. See, if I didn't tape these and made a tip for it, it would totally be difficult to try and string this through with just the ribbon alone. Come on. Now I've got to untwist this one. Let's get this one. Through this hole, and we'll call it we'll call it a wrap for this video. Okay. Come on. There, that actually looks real pretty inside, doesn't it? So now we have something like this going on. When you open it, you can open it up like this and lay it flat and still close it. And now I want to combine just cut these ends off like that. I'm going to combine this like so. Oops. Like voila. So now y'all know what to do if you want to add this feature in here. But this is the ants in my pants idea, and I was anxious yesterday. And that's why I started covering this. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Not very good at tying these types of bows, and that's because of my fingers. Okay. There we go. So here's that. This is that closure. Okay. We have this bow. What's going on? What's going on with my bow? My bow doesn't look right, does it? No. Let's gather these up again. Yay, 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 yay. Frito bandito. Well, I do have to say this. We have to pray for our nation. Things are not going good right now. Oh, what? Seriously, I bet you guys want to jump through the camera and just do this for me. Right? Because I don't tie very good. And I think it's because of my fingers. Because they're not very strong. These are not as nimble as they used to be. Okay. There we go. Now that's a bow, right? Okay, so now we have this where journal is like this, okay? And we've got this beautiful little tie. Let me zoom you out. So we've got this, and then when you open it, you still can open up really flat, okay? Just like that, okay? And then I will sew. I will miss these ribbons. I won't sew these ribbons in, but I'm going to sew the signature in. Okay, I'm still going to sew them in. But I wanted to have this feature, and then you can open this up, and it's real pretty. It's got little pretty things in it, right? So, where's our meat of our journal? Oh, hang on a sec. Yikes. Well, okay, we're going to wrap things up. So I put the paper bags back in here just to show you that everything fits. And so then we'll open it up like this. Oops. This will all get sewn in into the signature. I'll probably sew it here, 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 and here. Put a 4-hole pamphlet stitch in here. Okay, so even while we think that the ribbon will be cumbersome, but once it's actually sewn into the spine, then it will push the paper back into it. So none of it's gonna stick out on the edge. Okay, so if you choose to do that, you can, or not. Okay, so here is our project, and while this sticks out right now, it's normal until I get this sewn in. So what we're going to do, this will end up, I will be decorating and putting something here once I finish this geisha, or this Japanese doll, because I'm going to do like a Shabby Chic vintage Oriental journal. I will have put little holes in here with an elastic, so that way I can put the elastic, wrap it around the journal and attach it. So when someone decides to purchase this journal, all they have to do is remove the plastic and set the doll aside, and then they can open up and journal. So this is what I've done so far. I'm probably going to work on her this evening and finish her up. If you guys would like to know how I made this doll, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll show you how to do that. I'll set up a little tutorial or a process video on how to make them. Okay, everybody, I hope that you like the content of this video. Please let me know in the comments below. Like and share my video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And also hit that little notification bell icon to notify you when I've uploaded a video. So okay, everyone, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope that you stay healthy, wealthy, and very prosperous in all of your endeavors, and stay happy crafting. Talk to you later. Bye.